Today's date, May 27, 2013, on a Monday, 7:40 p.m. Pacific Time. And up next, this is going to bring back some really sad memories, folks. This is about Japan and March 11, 2011. A very fragile situation. Leaks from Japan's wrecked nuke plant raises fears. And those are ongoing fears. There's a series of photos. I'm probably going to show you a couple of those. It's a slideshow of about 46 photos. And depending on how much time I have, well, I'll try to show you a few of those. An earthquake, a tsunami, a nuclear meltdown. Residents of Japan's northeast coast suffered through 3 intertwined disasters after a massive 9.0 magnitude trembler struck off the coast on March 11, 2011. This is by Arata Yamamoto and Ian Johnson of NBC News, and all the credit for the content goes to these individuals and not to me. I don't take credit for any of it. Tokyo, like the persistent tapping of a desperate SOS message, the updates keep coming. Day after day, the operators of the wrecked Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant have been detailing their struggles to contain leaks of radioactive water. The leaks, power outages, and other glitches have raised fears that the plant, devastated by a tsunami in March 2011, could even start to break apart during a cleanup process expected to take years. The situation has also attracted the attention of the International Atomic Energy Agency, which sent a team of experts to review the decommissioning effort last month. They warned Japan may need longer than the projected 40 years to clean up the site. A full report is expected to be released later this month. It's going to take 40 or more years. Imagine that. That's a long, long time. Yep. Okay. And here's a video from NBC News right here. It's a tour that sheds light on the colossal Fukushima cleanup. You might want to watch that. That looks very important. They recently found a green-laying fish right here, and it had 7,400 times the recommended safe limit of radioactive cesium, which heightens their worries over there. They're very worried about the rising radioactivity levels. Journalists have been given a rare glimpse inside Japan's Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, which was crippled in the 9-magnitude earthquake and tsunami that hit the country 2 years ago. NBC News' Arata Yamamoto reports. Okay, we're going to skip some of this. Japanese activists are worried about the ongoing leaks from the plant. Associated Press is reporting that runoff and a steady inflow of groundwater seeping into the basement of their damaged buildings produce about 400 tons of contaminated water daily. That's daily at the plant. Yeah, 280,000 tons of contaminated water are stored in tanks. Wow. Okay, and here's a slideshow, then and now tsunami cleanup. You can just click right here, folks, where it's in red, and you can see a series of photos on the cleanup. It's a very fragile situation, is what they're saying. TEPCO are only temporary solutions, she said. The issue with the contaminated water is very serious, and we're very concerned. And we're very angry because it's been 2 years and they've been saying that everything's safe. Oh my goodness, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not safe. But she said the land and sea will never return to the way it was before the accident. That's a fact. Wow. Okay. And it goes on from here. Here's another video here. Nearly a year after tsunami and 9-magnitude earthquake hit Japan, NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel travels to the evacuation zone surrounding the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. The plant suffered a triple meltdown in the wake of the earthquake, turning the neighborhoods in the 12-mile radius of the plant into ghost towns. All right. And you can watch that video right there if you wish. All right. And let's see what else, how long this is. This is a really long article, folks. You're going to get a lot out of it for sure. Okay, let me read a portion of here right here. Every technology has pros and cons. We feel when you look at the benefits of nuclear energy, it's very effective round-the-clock electric supply. Korekis said, as we look to try to help drive our economy and provide jobs that people need, there's a strong role for nuclear energy going forward. Okay, it remains to be seen whether this support will be eroded by the drip of leaks from Fukushima. The Associated Press contributed to this report. And here's some related articles right here that you can check out also about this situation. Okay, and we're going to go look at some photos now. And we've seen this on the internet in some reports on E&E News and other articles that have popped up. Okay, and the credit for the photo is in the lower right-hand corner in tiny letters. This one is via Getty Images, Xinhua. Okay, and I'm just going to breeze through a couple. There are 46 photos, and I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'll go through a few of them for you. Yeah, how can we forget this one? Mainichi newspaper via EPA. That looks like a black ocean tumbling into that city. Okay, and this one, Itsuo Inoi, and this is by AP. Lower right hand corner is the credit for the photo. I don't take credit for any of these photos at all. These belong to the people that are listed at the bottom of each photo. This one here is Kyodo News via AP. That's a famous photo. We've seen that many times. That's just when the waves were crashing into the city. Kyodo News via Reuters. Kyodo News via Reuters. Kyodo News via Reuters. All the water inundating the land. That one there is Kyodo News via AP. And I'm going to show you the credit on that one. I'm going to lower this down here. There it is at the bottom, right? Kyodo News via AP, you can see that. I have to be careful, folks, because of copyright issues, okay? I know you understand. A swirling pattern is evident in this aerial photo of the tsunami as it hit a port in Oarai, Ibaraki Prefecture on March 11. That's what that is. Okay, and this one is cars being swept away at the mouth of the Owatari River during the tsunami at Kamaishi, port in Iwate Prefecture. And look at that man right there, right by the car. Remember that one? That was horrible. Okay, natural gas containers burn in Chiba Prefecture near Tokyo, March 11. This is Kyodo News via Reuters. Containers for cargo are strewn about like giant Legos in Sendai, Japan, Miyagi Prefecture on March 12. This is by Itsuo Inoi of the AP. People using a floating container to ferry survivors to higher ground in Kasenuma City, Miyagi Prefecture on March 12. This brings back memories, doesn't it? Cars swept into a jumble by the tsunami are seen in Hitachi City, Ibaraki Prefecture on March 12. This is by Yomiuri via Reuters. A line of residents seeking water snakes across the playground of a school in Sendai, Miyagi Prefecture on March 13, 2 days after the earthquake, and that's Kyodo News via AP. Japanese firefighters rescue tsunami survivors in Natori, Miyagi Prefecture on March 13. This is by the EPA. That's a famous photo. A Japanese home drifts in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Sendai in this photograph taken on March 13. This is by Dylan McCord of the U.S. Navy via Reuters. And I take no credit for these photos at all. Just sharing them with the friends on the channel. A woman cries while sitting on a road in the devastated city of Natori, Miyagi Prefecture on March 13. This is by the Asahi Shimbun via Reuters. I've seen that photo before. An SOS signal scrawled on the sports field of a high school beckons potential rescuers on March 13 in the town of Minami Sanriku, Miyagi Prefecture. This is by Kyodo News via Reuters. Wow. Terrible. Okay, let's skip over that one. 60-year-old Hiromitsu Shinkawa waves to members of Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force preparing to rescue him about 9 miles off Fukushima Prefecture on March 13. Shinkawa survived by clinging to a piece of roof after the tsunami hit his hometown of Minamisoma. This is by Japanese Defense Forces via AFP. Getty Images. People walk along a flooded street in Ishimaki City, Miyagi Prefecture on March 13. This is Kyodo News via Reuters. An explosion at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant sends a plume of smoke skyward on March 14. The blast was believed to have been caused by a buildup of hydrogen inside the reactor building, caused by the partial meltdown of nuclear fuel inside. The plant was crippled after the earthquake cut power to the station and tsunami waves knocked out backup generators, is what it says. NTV FCT. A 1-year-old boy is rechecked for radiation exposure after being decontaminated in Nihonmatsu, Fukushima Prefecture on March 14. This is by Toru Nakata, Asahi Shimbun via AP. Officers examine a Mitsubishi F-2 fighter jet of the Japanese Air Self-Defense Force on March 14. The warplane was swept by the tsunami into a building at Matsushima Base in Higashi Matsushima, Iwate Prefecture. And this is by Kyodo News via Reuters. Look at that. Okay, I'm just going to do a couple more. Japanese rescue team members carry the body of a man out of the village of Saito on March 14. This is by David David Guttenfelder of AP. He gets the credit for this photo. A woman survivor is reunited with her relatives at a shelter in Rikuzen Takata in Iwate Prefecture, pardon me for that, on March 15. This is by Lee J1 of Reuters. A bicyclist wheels across the hellish landscape in what was the city of Minami Sanriku, Miyagi Prefecture on March 15. This is by David Guttenfelder of AP. Wow. Okay, and this one here is tsunami survivors cook on an open fire in front of their damaged house in Ishinomaki, Miyagi Prefecture on March 15. Okay, folks, and there are quite a few more photos. There's probably another 20 or more photos to go over. And if you'd like to visit this again, I'll put a link at the bottom of the video and you can check out all those photos. This photo here is by Kyoto News via AP. Alright, that's it for now. Pink out.